Have you heard?
Yeah?
I just seen it now.
Isn't it great? Natalia just messaged me. They've just announced it on the TV.
Oh, it's been off. So Bob can read his echo in peace.
Bob's not deaf, you know, Maria.
Sorry, Bob. It's great news, isn't it?
We are definitely going to take some tickets, aren't we, Mama?
If you can, Chris.
Oh, I wonder when they will go on sale.
I wonder how much they will cost.
We better start saving now.
There will be more than one night, Chris.
I hadn't thought of that. Brilliant!
We definitely need to start saving.
And we can go all together. Natalia, Sophia, I must go then. Girls!
What's she so excited about?
Did you hear, Bob?
Not exactly, no. I mean, I heard all the whooping and the hollering. I thought Everton had scored, but they're not even playing tonight. Not that that would make much difference anyway.
MIW-a-Vision.
What?
It's going to be here. It's just been announced. Is it great?
That's a guess for some.
Aren't you excited?
Should I be? Bloody MIW-a-Vision. Just an excuse for a big piss up, isn't it? And for some people to make money. You just watch. Hotel prices will rocket as some greedy gets trying to cash in. And God knows how much the price of a pint in town's going to be. Not that I'll get much chance to go out there. Bad enough now with all the stag and M parties they have these days. Why do they have to get so drunk and so loud just to have a good time? Says a lot about your life, if you need to get drunk and loud to have a good time.
That seems a bit harsh, Bob. Maybe sometimes people get a bit drunk because they are having good time, but even if they sometimes need drink to help them forget them worries, is that really such a bad thing?
Nah. It's not as even like the music's any good these days. You know, back in the day we had proper singers. Singers who'd already been in the charts. Not like these one-hit wonders all over the TV chat shows and attending the opening of an envelope. And then where are they now? Not like in my day. We had proper singers.
Like who, Bob?
You know, Cliff Richard, Sandy Shaw.
Who?
I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. You're not old enough, are you?
You're flattered, Bob.
No, I'm serious. They were in the 60s, I think.
Oh, the singers used to be much older than now then.
No, I mean...
I know what you mean. But it's good though, isn't it? To have it here. I mean, we all love it, don't we? MIW-a-Vision. Every year at home, we used to have party when was on, dress up, have friends out, singing, dancing, just having fun. That was last time before. Was one on the final time before. We were all home together. Me, Christina, Oleg.
Oh, Maria.
It's okay.
No, it isn't.
I know it's not. But what can we do? He's a young man. He's doing his duty. I wouldn't have it any another way.
Oh, that's nonsense. Of course you would.
What mother wouldn't? I can't let him know that. Can I?
Let who knows what?
We're just talking about your brother.
Oh, I wonder if Oleg knows yet.
Why don't you message him? He will see it when he tells him phone back home.
Yeah, I hope he does that soon, Mama. He hasn't replied to my last few messages. Shall I tell him or you?
Why don't you do it, Chris?
Okay, I will say hi from you, Mama, and from you, Bob.
You know, Oleg is a biggest Eurovision fan for all of us. If he was here now, him and Christina, they're getting so excited together. Even since they were children, they love parties. They be already planning the party, decoration, outfits.
Should be happening in your home, in the Ukraine, I mean.
It was never going to happen, was it? No, in this year, anyway. Soon enough, God willing, when we get our country back, and we don't have to worry about
That bastard Putin.
it wasn't quite what I was going to say.
Sometimes it
Yes.
helps to say what you really want to say, so I'm told.
Maybe sometimes.
I know there's things I wish I'd said.
You can't go. What do you want to say?
Sorry, Maria, I didn't mean to you. And not now anyway, it's too late.
You mean,
Yeah,
tell me,
yeah.
you never said much about him, and I never like to ask.
What's to say, really?
That's up to you. I know he's not with us anymore, and you love him so much. This is so sad.
Yeah, but it's not fair. Not considering what's happened to you and Chris and Oleg. Anyway, it's a long time ago now.
But he is your son. He always was, and always will be.
I know. Not right now. Thank you, Maria.
Hey, Mama! I've been talking with the girls. In case we can't get our tickets, we can have our own Eurovision party. Just like at home.
If you can't get tickets
We'll have a party anyway. Do you think we can ask Bob?
to the party.
Yes, no, that's not what I meant. Do you think that we can ask him? Can we have it here?
I don't think, Chris.
I think that he'll mind too much, do you?
I'm not so sure. He does. Him peace and quiet, and after everything he's done for us.
But he said to treat this place as our own home. Please, Mama.
Yes, but was Bob being just polite?
Bob. Polite? No. Are you sure that you've got the right word, Mama?
I thought you stopped making laugh of my English. We've been here long enough for do that. Yes, I do mean polite.
Bob.
Yes, although sometimes I must admit, sometimes he used rather more than fancy language than I would.
Colorful. I think that's the right word, Mama.
Color for them.
Yeah. So, what do you think? Can we ask him?
Why here? What about Sophia's, Natalia's? You girls would have great time and decorating one of their places.
Yes, but
Well,
their place is not that big as here.
how big does it need to be? For 4 of us, 5 including Bob.
Well,
Oh, I see. How many people have you invited so far?
I haven't invited anyone yet. It's a little bit too soon, I think. And we haven't decided on a date, so how can I?
Christina,
Yes, Mama?
just how many people have you told about this party that Bob knows nothing about yet?
Only a few people.
Christina,
Okay, maybe 20? I promise.
Christina.
Okay, maybe 30? Oh, Bob!
Yeah?
Chris was wondering, we both were wondering.
Come on, spit it out.
Bob means just to say it.
Okay. We were wondering how you would feel. Could we have party here, please?
Here. What kind of party?
So Chris and my friends. It wouldn't be very loud, would it, Christina?
No, Mama. Bob, no.
I suppose so. You do live here, why not? Someone's birthday. I know it's neither of yours. Hang on. Is it Rolex?
No, Bob. It's Eurovision party.
No.
But we just not get too noisy.
I'm sorry. The answer's no.
Have we said something wrong, Bob? You was okay when you told it's about birthday party?
I want to be rude, Maria. Chris. But do I have to give a reason?
I'm sorry, Bob. We obviously upset you. We don't know why. What can we do?
Just don't talk to me about Eurovision.
Bob.
Sorry, son.
Thank you, darling.
Have you seen Bob this morning?
I'm worried about him.
Yeah. He had slept in before.
He obviously was upset last night. He hardly said another word to me.
Yeah. And he didn't say much before that.
I sat with him while news was on TV. I know he likes watching that.
Yeah. It's nice how he keeps on top of what's happening at home too. Sometimes I wonder if he just does that for us.
Maybe, partly. But remember, when we came here, he seemed to know about the war more than mostly people here do.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he was one of the first in Liverpool to offer to host Ukrainians.
Yeah, you're right.
I just thought he may calm down, and perhaps he opened a bit and explained why he was upset. But when it came about Liverpool getting Eurovision, he went straight upstairs. He barely good night. What isn't like me, him?
It seems to have something to do with Tom. Do you know what exactly happened there?
No more than you, I think. Does the odd little things he said now and after? We know he was killed in the car accident.
And they never caught the driver.
I don't know. I don't think so. We can't ask him, can we? He obviously doesn't like talking about that all.
Yeah. Oh, I can hear Bob is coming down.
Good morning, Bob.
Yeah.
Would you like to drink? Chris just about to make another.
Yeah, Bob, tea, coffee?
Tea would be good, thanks, Chris.
Bob,
Maria?
you go first.
No, you first.
I know we upset you last time, and we're really sorry. We shouldn't have started planning anything before speaking with you. We are so grateful for you, for opening your house to us, and we shouldn't taken that for granted.
No, it's me who should apologise. I knew I was a right misery yesterday.
I'm sure you had your reasons.
Maybe, but that's no excuse. I've always said that I hope you and Chris would treat this place as your own. But while you're here, so I shouldn't have, I don't know, sulk like I did.
I'm not crying, Bob, but it felt like something else going on. Forgive me for asking, but does it something to do with Tommy? You don't have to tell me anything, but it seemed like you were upset about more than party plan.
Thank you, Chris. No, you don't need to tiptoe around me, please. You've done nothing wrong. It's me who should be apologising. Sit down, please. I know I've never really spoken to you about Tommy. Come to think of it, I don't speak about him to anyone really. I know I should. Everyone says I should express my feelings, that it's good for me mental health. My GP even suggested I went to see a counsellor not long after he died, when I'd been signed off work for a while. But I guess I did, but I guess I'm not very good at, talking about things like that with, strangers, about things that I feel are private. Well, I've always been like that. Let's put it this way. I'm not one of those people who can show photos of the dinner or much else with the world, strangers and all.
When did you lose him?
12 years ago. It feels like yesterday. That's how it feels. I was in a bad way after it happened. It took me a long time to get back on track. Well, I thought I was back on track. But then, out of the blue, something happened. I'm in a crowd, I think I see the back of his head. I hear a song he loved. It's like losing him all over again.
Is that what happened the last night?
Yeah, I guess.
You don't have to tell us anything if it's upset you, Bob.
Like I said, I'm not very good at this. Talking about personal stuff, I mean. My ex-wife definitely thought that.
You mean Tommy's mom?
Yeah, it's okay, Maria. Yeah, Tommy's mum. She couldn't stop talking about him. After, I just couldn't cope with all that.
Is that why you split up? Sorry.
It's alright, I guess. I felt that it was just a family thing. But she needed to bend the ear of anyone who'd listen. And she found a fair few fellows who would.
I'm so sorry, Bob. That must be awful for you.
Well, yeah, I think that's part of why I applied to host people fleeing Ukraine. This used to be such a lively house. Tommy's music. He loved his music, he could always hear it, whatever room you were in. And then afterwards, after she'd gone, the place felt so quiet, empty, loveless.
Is that why you wanted people like us?
Well, here I was, feeling sorry for myself and how things had turned out in my life. And then I saw what happened when Ukraine got invaded and the horrible, terrible things you were all suffering put my so-called troubles into perspective.
No, Bob. That what happened to you was terrible too. Losing child just is no right. It's just not natural order of things. You mustn't make light of that.
Well, yeah, what happened to Tommy, yeah, but I wasn't being bombed or tortured or my neighbours shot at.
We just have to get off things, don't we? Like you breathe in your bleeds during the last World War.
I thought I was in a position to help, so I applied.
And you've got us.
Yeah, and it's the best thing that could have happened to me. No, I don't mean that really.
Oh, Bob.
We know what you mean. Well, you know what brought it all up? You mentioning Eurovision last night. You know he was hit by a car. He'd been to a party. A Eurovision party it was. Had a great time. He was the life and soul of the party. Everyone said, we're on the way home, walking back with his mates. The car just ploughed into him. The others somehow got away with a few cuts and bruises, but not our Tommy. He was dead by the time the ambulance got him to A&E. Paramedics, they couldn't be faulted. They worked on him all the way to the hospital, but it was no use. He was still there when we arrived and we were shown into a side room. He just looked like he was asleep. There wasn't a mark on him. Not to see anyway. Thing is, I should have picked him up for the party. I was supposed to pick him up. Him and his mates. But we didn't know how long the party was going to last. You know how long these bloody juries take to deal out their votes. So I said to him, it didn't matter. Just call me when he was ready. But he didn't. He almost have just decided to walk. But if only they hadn't.
I can't think like this, Bob. What ifs, maybes, they will drive you crazy. What happened was no your fault, terrible, but no your fault.
It's Marco.
Oleg's friend.
Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Okay. Take care. You too.
What is that?
Mama. It's Oleg. They've lost contact with him.
I know you must feel like eating or anything, but at least have a biscuit or two.
Please, Chris. Remember, we have to be strong for Oleg and for each other. That is what we used to tell each other during our journey here. Chris, you explain to Bob, please.
Mama told me about her grandparents and what happened to them during the Second World War. How there were so many times when family members and friends were killed or disappeared, and how easy it was for those who left behind to give up, to think that there was no point in surviving, when it seemed that everyone and everywhere they knew was being destroyed, to think that there was no point in going on. But what they taught each other was that they weren't just surviving for themselves. They owe it to their families. They owe it to them to live. And if they don't, they were throwing away all the sacrifices and love of those who'd gone before. And if the lost, the disappeared, were found again, the survivors owe it to them to be there.
I know. I never thought of it like that. We used to have something similar here too during the Second World War. Keep the home fire burning, they used to say.
So, we mustn't give up. We have to live in the hope, in the expectation. Then we all, me, you, Oleg, be together again. And when we do meet again, he won't find us miserable and cowering. So, come on. I know we don't feel it, but we need to think of the future. Have you find out when tickets go on the sale?
Really? Now, when we don't know where Oleg is or what happened to him?
Yes, now, especially now, for Oleg and for other Olegs there too.
You two could do with some proper scran, not just biscuits. There you go. I know you don't feel like cooking, much less eating, but I thought about what Chris and you said this morning. Thought it was about time I got off my arse. I'm sorry. My mum used to make this quite a lot, especially when we're feeling down. Good honest food, they'd probably call it on one of those fancy TV shows. Scouse, we call it.
But aren't you Scouse?
Don't worry. I haven't turned you into a cannibal. Being from round here, I'm what you call a Scouser. Scouse is what we eat.
So, what you speak?
Yep, you've got it.
Calm down, calm down! I saw this on YouTube.
Well, now you're going too far. So, like I said, I've been thinking about what you said, and I think you two should plan for the Eurovision party. I know it's a way off yet, but perhaps it'll take your mind off things. Sorry, don't mean that. But here, I mean, you're very welcome to have your party here, and you can make as much noise as you like, although that may mean inviting those miserable gets next door.
But we will make sure not get too noisy. For you, Bob.
Yeah, Bob. I promise about the noise too.
No, make as much noise as you like. I won't be here, so feel free.
What do you mean? You won't be with us?
Like I said, I don't really do Eurovision. Too many memories.
No, Bob, that's not fair on you. It gonna have this party somewhere else?
No, really, it's all right. I should get out more, especially now after COVID. Used to love camping and stuff, so maybe I'll just pack the car, head off somewhere for a few days. Wales, Anglesey maybe. It'll be nice this time of year.
Really?
Why? What's wrong with Wales?
No, silly, I mean. Will you feel bad if you feel you have to leave your own house?
Listen, you're not pushing me out. I'm deciding to go away for a few days, and if you decide to have a party while I'm away, by my own choice, then you go right ahead.
Thank you, Bob.
Right, I'm parched. Gonna make a brew. What do you want?
No, Bob. You make the dinner, I make the drinks. 3 coffees? Yes?
That'll be grand.
Thank you.
I'll be honest, I've never really enjoyed Eurovision that much, even before, you know. So, bit of peace away from the madness here in Liverpool will do me the power of good.
I thought you like all of that. Who was Richard Cliff?
Oh, not really. Not all that boom bang bang music. Was never for me. I've always been more of a rocker.
Bad boy.
Not really, but did you used to wear leathers and rode motorbikes, and the hair's always been down to here.
So, Easy Rider then?
Yeah, if you like.
Mama, Sophia's just sent me a video from the front line. There are some soldiers captured by the Russians, and one of them looks a little bit like Oleg. I don't know. Have a look.
I'm not sure I do want to look. What do you think?
I don't know. It's too blurry. You can't say. It could be him.
When was it taken, can you tell?
It's from this morning, maybe.
It could be fake or old.
Where did your friend get it from? Is it trustworthy?
Someone sent it to her, who's seen it somewhere else. Who knows?
Let me see. I don't know. You can't really say. I hate this. This is why I didn't want to look.
3 coffees still?
And I haven't heard anything for Marco yet.
Did you leave any more messages for Oleg?
No. What I will do now? I'll tell him about the party. I know that he won't be here, but he can be our virtual guest of honor.
Yes, knowing you, brother, wherever he is, he will planning Eurovision party for his own.
Yeah. Perhaps he'll be on leave and we can have this party all together again.
Even better. If this awful war was over and we can be together again.
We'll keep on hoping for that, Mama. Bob, do you mind to turn on the TV, please?
Yeah, but you know the house rule. As soon as we spot Anton Tech, the telly comes off.
Another Russian missile strike on a residential neighbourhood in eastern Ukraine. At least one person was killed as it hit at breakfast time. The resident gingerly picked her way through the rubble, looking for anything she can save. The contents of her home strewn across the street. Slowly, the most elderly were helped from the battered buildings. Medics moving in to dress wounds and inspect her injuries. Her hands were nastily burned.
Very strong, isn't she, your mother?
Yeah, tell me about it sometimes.
I mean it. You too. Coming here to a new country, new language, everything. And Oleg, of course, doing what he's doing. I'm sorry I was such a grump about the part. It's important. Perhaps this is the most important Eurovision ever. Everyone showing their support for Ukraine and Ukrainians. I could hardly stand in the way of that, could I?
Yeah, but why won't you stay for the party? You can go on your camping trip anytime you like. We need you here, with us. Isn't it that why Eurovision is all about? People from different countries coming together to celebrate what they have in common. Come on, stay. The UK and Ukraine.
Yes, Bob. Why don't you? We can't have a party without you. What Tommy should be saying? You said he loves Eurovision. Maybe it's time to make some new memories.
How can I? The ones I have now are too awkward to bear.
That what happened was accident. You can't blame. Can't you see that?
No, it was all my fault. I told you that Tommy loved music and Eurovision. But what I didn't tell you, that he wanted to hold his Eurovision party here, just like you did. And I just said no.
But why? I thought that you love his music all over the house.
What I wouldn't give for that now. But no, I was a miserable bastard. I'd come in tired from work. All I'd hear was his pounding pop music. And I'd shout up to him, "Say that frigging record up!" Well, you know teenagers. But here, sorry Chris. All hormones, sometimes I guess. Me, being stubborn, we had some terrible rows.
I'm sure you're not alone with that.
Definitely.
But you two, you always make up afterwards. I didn't have the chance to do that. So, he'd asked to have the party here. I said no. That was the end of it, or so I thought. On the night of Eurovision, he announces he's off with his mates to a party. Feeling a bit guilty, so I offered to taxi them to and from. No, he says, still in a bit of a huff. He's going to walk with his friends. The wife isn't that happy, but as long as he's with a group, she's okay. But I said he's to call me when the party's finished. Whatever time that is, I'll come and pick them up. But he didn't. He didn't call. So I'm up. She's gone to bed. Must be about 1 o'clock. I'm waiting for him to phone. And the doorbell goes. That's funny, I think. Must have walked. Why isn't he using his key? Wasn't Tommy. It's the police. Come to tell us about the accident. Take us to the hospital.
Bob.
So I can't come to your party. I don't deserve it.
Nonsense. I'm sure Tommy would regret your role as much as you do now. It seems to me you have two choices. Refuse to come to the party and keep up the role, or let it rest now and come and enjoy the party for Tommy too.
It's Oleg!
Oleg! Oleg, how are you? What happened? Are you hurt?
How did you get separated from others, Oleg? How did you get back? You look tired.
I'm okay. I can't say too much, you know, but I'm fine. It was a bit scary. I'll tell you all about it when I can. We won't have to go now. We're on the move. But Marco allowed me a very quick call just to say I'm safe. I'll call you properly, soon.
Thank you, son. Look after about self. We all praying for you.
Take care, big brother. Ja tebe lubię.
I hope he can call again soon.
Yeah. And we even didn't tell him about the party.
Please.
Bob, now you definitely need to come to the party.
For Oleg. And for Tommy.
For all of us.